What's going on, everybody? I'm Jacob from Cuber. I'm here with my friend DailyCuber, and we've done one challenge video together, and we started talking, and we said, hey, it'd be really cool if we did some more stuff together. And I had the idea to bring him on the channel, interview him, and put that up, and let the world get to know him. So, how's it going, man? How are you today?
I am good right now.
Good, good, good. Hey, have you finished that challenge video that is in response to mine?
I just finished it. I just recorded it today.
Oh, okay.
There's one problem with it. I was
Well,
funny.
don't spoil anything. But was it as hard as you imagined?
No, it was harder.
It was
But
harder. Yeah.
I I kind of I'll just give you hints. I kind of first of all, I thought I might be able to do it under 20 seconds at first.
Ooh. Nope. Nope.
I mean, I averaged out like 4 seconds, so it's
Hmm.
like that's still a lot more than normal. It's, but yeah, and then I kept accidentally doing prime moves,
Yep.
so
Yeah.
it's so hard. But yeah,
I know. Yeah. I average around 10 with Ortega. I've only been using it for like a month. But even as new as I am with that method, it's still those algorithms are muscle memory, And then when I actually try to think, like, okay, what's the algorithm? I have no idea. No idea.
the big
But
thing
anyway,
now,
yeah.
the big problem is that I know CLL, which is even more
Oh,
complicating,
yeah.
and so they have more complicating algorithms. And then I just learned it too, so it's like a lot of them are muscle memory already, though. But
Right.
so it was even more
You're still trying to
challenging.
like really, yeah, wrap your head around the method. Well, cool. Well, we talked about some of these questions beforehand. I'll just start asking them, and if you want to go any different direction with it, let me know. But why don't you talk about how long you've been cubing, how you first got started, if you taught yourself or if somebody taught you?
Yeah, so basically one day, I think I came across a cubing video, which is how a lot of the top cubers had
Yeah.
started cubing. And I guess I came across the cubing video and started watching Felix, and it was like I decided because all my four older brothers had already learned to solve a Rubik's Cube,
Mm,
and the second born could solve one in like 20 to 30 seconds, or
hmm.
at least he could, used to.
Yeah.
But now he hasn't practiced it in a while. So I was like, well, if I learn it, because this fourth born had already tried teaching me once, and I was too young, I didn't really care that much.
Yeah.
And so I was like, well, if they know how to solve it, they
Right.
could just teach me real easily. And
Oh,
so
yeah.
I decided that since we were going to Nigeria the next week,
Oh, wow.
and we would be there for almost a month. And so I was like, okay, let me get a Rubik's Cube, and that should be entertaining for me for a
Hmm.
whole month or so. And so I guess he we went to the paper store the day before to get
Hmm.
stuff for the trip, and I
Yeah.
saw a Rubik's Cube there. That's like a one of those original Rubik's brand Rubik's
Right.
cubes.
Not
Although
even
it
the
wasn't
tiled
that bad.
V2 or.
It was the tiled V2.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't that bad.
Right.
But yeah, it was still a bit worse. I'm just glad I chose to do it then, not before when the V2s weren't out.
Yeah.
That would have been so much worse. But so yeah, I got it, and then I got home, and I had my brother teach me,
Hmm.
and at first, it was confusing and stuff, but I was like,
Right.
okay, I'm starting to get this, and I was able to learn it in a few hours because we had to go somewhere afterward. So
Hmm.
it's like a little bit of in between before we got home and then the next day. And so then I guess I learned it mostly then and then the rest at the night and then like two more algorithms the next
Hmm.
day. So yeah, I learned that's how I got started with cubing. And that was December 18th, 2015.
Oh wow, you remember the exact date, huh?
Yes.
That's awesome. Do any of your brothers still cube or?
No, they're like I think the fourth born is I think he's 20 years old now, so it's like he, yeah, they've all grown out of it basically.
Oh,
It's like
okay.
'cause he did it for so long. But then I taught my younger brother how to solve it. He was like next to me, like going, and
Yeah.
so he really wanted me to talk about him, and so he kind of does, I guess nowadays. He's kind of starting to learn PLL, but yeah, so I taught him how to do it. I taught him how to do the pairminx, then I think the 2x2, then the 3x3. So worked his way up. But
Gotcha. That's a pretty natural progression. I actually, I have two brothers, and I bought my nephew. I bought him a 2x2, and that was about a month ago. And my brother has been trying to solve it and trying to solve it. And just the other night, I sent him an Ortega pamphlet. I said, "Here, why don't you try this?" And then my dad was like, "Oh, I think I really want to try Rubik's cube." So it's the reverse with me. I'm trying to get my family into Rubik's cubes, but that's cool. So what?
yeah,
Oh
it
yeah,
it
go
took
ahead.
a while to get him into. He didn't want to. He thought it was too complicated, and I was like,
Right.
it's really easy. So after a while, I finally got it into him. But yeah,
Yeah, yeah, and I think a lot of people, they still look at a Rubik's cube and they think it's some impossible feat. Like I've tried to hand a cube to people. I'm like, well, just solve one face. See if you can do it. Don't worry if the corners or edges are right. And they do a few turns and they're like, I can't. I'm done. Um, cool, man. Well, that's awesome that you have some family members at Cube. So what method do you currently use for 3x3 or 4x4? What's your personal best and your best average, and what are your main cubes?
so everything about my cubes then.
Yeah,
I use for 2x2. I use CLL, like I
right.
just said. Um, like I said earlier, CLL. I just learned it is 40 algorithms for the last layer. Solve it from as long as the bottom layer is fully done.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and so I use CLL for 2x2. And before that, I used to use LBL, which is layer by layer. So I never learned Ortega, although I taught myself Ortega by doing the square one for
Ah,
somehow, because I guess the corners on the last layer are the same things. So
mm-hmm.
I guess, yeah, I don't know what methods there are to square one, but I use the basic beginner's method
Yeah.
with a few taught algorithms. 3x3, it's full CFOP. Um, yeah, all I know is CFOP, and so cross F2L,
Mm-hmm.
OLL, and PLL, which is combined almost 100 algorithms in total.
Yeah, yeah, it's a lot. I don't even know full CFOP. I just
Yeah.
know intuitive F2L, and then I'm learning for look last layer right now, and that is enough for me at the moment. I don't need to do full CFOP just yet.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. And 4x4, do you do a lot of 4x4 solves too?
No, I don't do much of big cubes. 4x4, I think I I mean, it's like I still kind of learn I use the beginner's method to achieve
Mm-hmm.
like 1 minute to 1 minute 20 seconds
Yeah.
of average or something like that. And so it's not that great, and I still need to practice. I need to get better at I think it's the Yao method or
Right.
I'm not sure. And then 5x5 is the same thing pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm actually finding I like 5x5 more because I don't get as much parity, but then the center building I like a lot more. But that's cool.
Yeah.
So what are your mains? Like, what are your main cubes?
So the 2x2 is the Weipo,
Hmm.
because the Kung Fu, I guess, started locking up too much on me when
Oh.
I started actually practicing, because I used to never practice, and so the Kung Fu I loved it because it just wasn't that bad,
Hmm.
and the Weipo was too smooth and for me, so I chose the Weipo recently, and then the 3x3 is Weilong GTS V2.
Of course. Yeah.
Although the Valk is also really good. It's just that right now it's really between the Valk and the GTS V2 because one of the springs in the GTS V2 kind of broke a bit of
Oh
it.
man,
So I kind of put it back, but it's still not exactly the same.
that's
And
cool.
so the square
Yeah,
one,
I use a Thunderclap right now just because I haven't even bought a premium cube, but I have a Volk on the way, and I cannot wait. I'm like,
yeah, the
I can't
Valk is
sleep.
amazing.
Yeah, yeah, I think it's gonna be amazing, but I don't want to get too hyped. But cool, you were saying square one?
Yeah, the square one is Chi, like almost everyone.
Yeah.
I'm getting the Bolt pretty soon though. I'm
Oh, okay.
hopefully. And then, which speaking of getting, I'm gonna get a spare part for the 3x3 soon for the
Yeah.
GPS V2. Pyraminx is, by the way, the method I use for Pyraminx is L4E, intuitive
Oh,
L.
okay.
So
Gotcha.
it's and then for this is the X-Man magnetic bell Pyraminx. Names
Gotcha.
have gotten so long nowadays.
Hmm.
Yushin 5x5, Moyu Aosu 4x4.
Oh, the Atsu. Okay.
And then Chi Cube. If you notice, all of my puzzles are stickerless.
I did notice that. Yeah, I'm
Every
I'm a big fan of stickerless. I first started buying cubes in black regular stickered versions, but I got a Warrior W in stickerless, and I didn't end up liking the Warrior W that much, but I loved the stickerless part, and so I'm
yeah.
busy buying up as many stickerless cubes as I can. Why do you use stickerless? Is there like a certain feeling or just the way
So
it looks?
first of all, you don't have to worry about the stickers, and second of all, I don't really care about the color schemes that much, and
Mm,
so it doesn't really matter as much what the color scheme is because it's a fixed color scheme,
yeah.
and so yeah, and then stickerless is also I think I find it, or it might be just because I practice it more, but it might be better for look ahead
Mm,
because you can kind of see around the edges, which is why stickerless cubes used to not be legal.
right. Yeah.
And so you can kind of see the edges easier. And so that's why I like stickerless cubes. They look better. They're stickerless. You don't have to worry about the stickers, and I don't care about the color scheme that much.
Yeah, definitely. So I know it's kind of an internet debate, and I'll tell you where I land on this afterwards. But if you've owned the same cube in stickerless and in black stickered, do they feel any different to you? Do you think there's a difference?
Uh, they, I think it's more of like I don't know exactly. I've owned many stickered puzzles before, but
Hmm.
like I mean when you're holding it, like the stickers, you can't feel the sticker, so it's all a nice and
Right.
smooth surface. So I'm not sure the difference. I think stickless feels smoother, but I don't know why that would be because it just that's more of like your your brain thinking that it's smoother
I
because like
totally agree. Yeah, no,
but
I think stickerless feels better, but I agree. I think it's my brain playing tricks on me. Well, cool, man. What's your favorite cube that you own or that you have owned?
that's a hard question
Yeah, no, I
because
know.
you can't really choose favorite cube. I
I'll
kind
put
of
it
have
this way. If you were gonna go, get stuck on a desert island, what three cubes would you bring with you?
3x3, of course,
Yeah.
2x2, and Squan. I think square one.
Squan. Okay. And
I
just
think
any 2x2, 3x3 in Squan, or do you have like a
it would
specific one
probably
you would?
be. It's hard between the Wayland GTS V2 and the Valve.
Yeah.
It's so hard to choose between. I would
Yeah.
probably take because this is so controllable and nice and smooth. This is more crunchy, but like it's way more flexible. I would probably take a magnetic Waylon GTS V2, and then
Mm,
this is the only one I really have right now,
yeah.
only real best one. So Moyu Weipo, either that or the Guanlong. No, the what is it? Congress Design.
Yeah, I've heard good things about the Kong's design.
My brother just got it recently, so my little brother. So
Oh, cool.
no, sorry, the Guguan,
Oh, the Guguan. Yeah, yeah, that's another big one.
Guguan Shinhen or something like that. 2x2.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That one feels is so nice and fast. And then
Hmm.
I think because I've been practicing Square One a lot recently,
Hmm.
it's only been like 2 weeks, and I've gotten to my times since I like relearned it because I hadn't done it in so long, and so I relearned
Yeah.
it, and so then my times now are down to like low 40s average
Oh, cool.
after like 2 weeks, which is pretty good, and I like it quite a
Yeah.
bit. And so, yeah,
Awesome. And so you'd probably take the Chi Square One with you to the
yeah,
island, huh? That's cool. Well, I mean, luckily we live in a semi-perfect world where we don't have to worry about being stranded on islands. And we can have as many cubes as we want, or our
yeah.
wallet allows. Well, cool, man. You go to competitions, right?
What? Go to competitions?
Yeah, you compete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
You compete in all WCA events?
no, not quite. Because I only really practice in the main 3x3, 2x2 pyraminx,
Mm-hmm.
like skew, square one. Basically, before recently, I had only been practicing 3x3
Mm-hmm.
only. And so I was bad at everything else,
Right.
especially the bigger cubes, 4x4 or 5x5. OH I was pretty good at though without practicing because of how much I did the 3x3. So it's just like it was
Right.
almost natural. OH I can get averaging at 30 to 40, but
Mm.
um,
Yeah. So the big heavy hitter WCA events, huh?
yeah.
Do you have a favorite event or?
Favorite is definitely 3x3.
Yeah.
Although Square One has kind of taken it over at this point, but it's always been like for the main part 3x3. But yeah,
Yeah, I'm really looking into getting a Square One soon because I got a set of mirror blocks which I love, and I'm really disappointed that they aren't official events, and I haven't gotten to a competition yet, but I really enjoy solving the just the weird cubes a lot more, and so
mirror block.
I totally understand the Square One love that people have. Well, cool. So do you have any other hobbies? I know you make videos, but anything else related to cubing or unrelated?
Not really.
Hmm.
I don't think it's really just cubing most of the day long. So
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
really have much else.
hence the name DailyCuber, huh?
Yeah.
Well, that's cool, man. You know, I've watched a lot of your videos, and you know, I've been really impressed by the times you put up, and I've seen, you know, your PBs that you have in your Instagram bio, and that's part of the reason I wanted to interview, because I was like, dude, this guy, he's got the real deal, you know. So, do you
Well,
plan on like continuing to compete, or are you trying to set records, or is it just for fun right now?
no, remember that my average for 3x3 is 12 seconds.
Yeah,
So I still have another 6 seconds to go until I
yeah.
beat that average.
Hmm.
And then like this world record and something like that on the 3x3. And so I'm not really anywhere close to world records
Yeah.
yet. But yeah, I just for fun I'll go to competitions when there's one around and uh it's easy to go to and stuff like that. But
Hmm.
I'm mainly into practicing.
Yeah.
I like going to competitions, meeting other cubers, but it's mostly the fun and of practice.
Yeah, cool. I'm the same way, you know, and I'm such a newer cuber that my times are going to be abysmal for a while, but
Yeah.
I don't even time myself most of the time unless I'm really trying to like compare two different cubes or like, you know, see how I'm progressing, you know. And I agree. It's more just about the fun, dude. Well, cool. So, we talked about your YouTube a little bit before we started the call, but what prompted you to start your YouTube?
Well, I've always really wanted to start a YouTube channel, just seeing, all the other cubers.
Hmm.
Um, my used to, I really liked QB Time until he stopped posting recently because he
Right.
hasn't posted in so long. And So I started watching other cubers like JR and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I decided I really wanted to do this as well,
Mm-hmm.
'cause I could probably have more stamina than a lot of other cubers in doing this.
Right.
And so I could probably even make daily cubing videos. And so, as you probably remember me saying that in every
Right.
video of
Yeah.
mine, hello and welcome back to another daily cubing video.
Mm-hmm.
But and so I decided to do that, and yeah, basically
Well, that's cool,
because
man.
no other cuber. I guess Colorful Pockets does upload vlogs every day,
He
but those
does.
are
Yeah.
more vlogs than cubing videos. So
Yeah.
I don't see many people with like daily cubing videos, and so
Right.
yeah, I wanted to put my own mix to it, kind of.
Yeah. Well, and I like too that you've talked in your videos about the face cam, and we've talked offline about how nobody else has a face cam, and that's a cool
Yeah,
thing. But I agree. I think there's something unique about like a daily cubing channel because my channel it's really new too, but there's so much you can do with it. I mean, I sat down one night and just started making a list of every video I thought would be cool, and I ended up with like 30 videos. And so I think the content creates itself. You just
yeah.
like you said, you got to have the stamina and you got to put the work in, which you obviously are. So I think that's really cool. Do you have any like goals for your YouTube, or is it a lot like cubing? You just want to get it out there and have fun doing it?
Yeah, basically. I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
it's basically just having it is fun, stuff like that. I can put my own twist to the cubing community.
totally.
Um, yeah,
Yeah. No, I agree, man. I think it's really cool. I'm still brand new to this, but I find it amazing that there's so many different people out there that are doing the same thing, but we
yeah,
all have our own twist on it. And yeah, I get lost on the internet all the time looking at different YouTubers and everything on Instagram, and yeah, there's so much out there, man.
yeah.
So what's your favorite like either in real life or online cubing community? Because I know you're really active on Instagram too, and that's how I found you.
So I don't know about like many different cubing communities. What you mean by
Hmm.
that?
Well, I
Um,
mean, like, so like, I'm on YouTube, obviously, and then I first got my toes wet with Reddit, but I'm kind of transitioning over to Instagram, and I think Instagram and Reddit are becoming my, or not Instagram and Reddit, Instagram and YouTube are becoming my favorite, and I'm kind of leaving Reddit behind. But I was just interested if you had a favorite place you go for like cubing news and discussion.
YouTube.
YouTube, yeah, yeah, I agree. There's a lot of good stuff out there. Well, that's cool. And then competitions and stuff. I know your brother's cube. Do you have any friends that cube, or is it mostly online stuff?
It's mostly me.
Yeah.
I think I've taught 2 or 3 friends to cube.
Oh, cool.
Um, I taught one friend um, the 3x3, and then 2 other friends down in Texas,
Oh,
all the way down
cool.
in Texas, the 2x2.
Right.
And then one took the 2x2 after I sent him like a 2x2 and 3x3 as a birthday gift.
Hmm.
I He learned the 3x3. And so I'm not sure exactly what's going on with that, but yeah, I'll be down there later on this year. So
Okay. Cool, man. Well, thanks again for doing this. Everybody who's watching, if you have not subscribed to Daily Cuber or checked out his Instagram, go ahead and do it because, like we talked about, he's putting out a lot of good content, and he's doing some unique stuff that I think is really valuable for the cubing community. But I'm really excited to see you use that green screen. I think it'd be cool if you could like, I mean, I'm sure you have plenty of ideas, but it'd be cool to like project like Felix's world record or something from like 2006 and try and race yourself on it. I don't know.
yeah.
Um,
The only problem is with green screens. Now, if you put a cube up to it, put this cube right here, the green's
yeah,
going to be completely gone. Like
yeah,
I've done it in different videos, and I'll do a video and some green is in there, and the green just completely disappears. You can't have green in the green screen. So that's one of the big problems with cubing and a green screen.
Yeah, interesting. I mean, I guess you could switch a color scheme and go just black instead of green, but that would throw me off a lot. I've thought about switching black and white, but I don't know. But
Yeah, I think with some more time into editing, you can probably do it. Like if you have the cube in front of your shirt and keep it in front of your shirt, you can make a box around it.
right, yeah,
Put it like to not do the green screen there. And so
yeah, yeah, definitely. Well, I mean, since we're talking about YouTube and editing and stuff, what's your editing flow like, and what programs do you use? Because you put out a lot of content, and it takes a
yeah.
lot of work and knowledge to get that kind of stuff put out.
So I barely put much time into it, maybe closer to an hour a day,
Okay.
including upload time. Although during the upload, I'm still doing stuff with the video anyway.
Yeah.
And so basically, I record it, take it over to the editor, which is Final Cut Pro X.
Oh, awesome.
And so then after that, I edit it and like take out, the parts that need
Yeah.
taking out,
The ums and the ahs, or yeah,
the boring parts.
yeah.
And then I do whatever, I enhance the video, whatnot. I actually don't spend that much time on it. So
Yeah.
not as much as many other people, because it's being every day, it can't be. That's the problem with doing it every day, because it can't be it can't
Right.
be that high quality every day.
Yeah,
And so
totally.
I just hope I can make it better by doing it every day.
Yeah.
And so daily videos are hopefully in the future they can be better.
Yeah.
With the practice.
Yeah. Well, I think they're great like they are, man. And I agree. I kind of take a bare bones approach too. And I've worked as a video editor a little bit, where you're doing all the motion graphics and the, let's do all the coloring and that kind of stuff. And I actually shot all my video just with the window open for lighting, and I use a tripod and my iPhone, and that's it. And I agree. I think if you focus on just putting out good content, you don't have to have the best gear. But I mean, obviously you have some good gear, but yeah, you don't have to put so much time into the editing. For me, most of the editing is just getting the clips to line up, adding some music, and adding text. But cool, man. Well, like I said, thanks again for doing this. Everybody go give Daily Cubing a follow. Of course, you're welcome
Don't forget to subscribe to this person right here. He makes really good videos.
Oh, thanks, man.
With the supplies that he has, I mean, took one look at his video, and it kind of looks better than mine. I was kind of jealous, but
oh, dude, it's all.
No, like seriously, it's really good for what you have.
Thanks, dude.
It's what experience you have. So
it's all smoke and mirrors. You just gotta. I mean, so that shot I use a lot. With the swing through the room, that lands on me on the desk. That's literally me with my Gorilla tripod. I wrap this thing around my door handle and then hit record and push the door open really slow. And then, I cut out the choppiness and stuff. But cool, man. I appreciate that. Thanks a lot. Well, that's going to do it for another PPCuber interview. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good day.